Welcome back, everybody. Time again for another Word Balloon podcast. John Suntress here. Thank you for joining me. We are at the end of November and into the holiday season, and a great present for you. Combination Word Balloon and Oh Yeah podcast, as I welcome Art, Baltazar, and Franco to talk about some of their new projects, including Superpowers, their continuation of Tiny Titans and Superman Adventures, now culminates in a great Justice League story, Superpowers. And issue 1 came out last week. We talk about it. We talk about some other projects that Art has going on over at IDW, including a Hasbro crossover. That's going to be a lot of fun. And also the guys are working on another edition of their comic books with the wrestling tag team of Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. We'll talk about that and a lot more. And then basically we devolve into another Oh Yeah podcast. So this is a combination episode for both feeds. If you've never heard the Oh Yeah podcast, you should check it out. That's where me, Art, and Franco, and sometimes Scoot and McMahon all get together and just kind of casually talk about things and break into voices and get very silly. So, part Word Balloon, part Oh Yeah podcast. On today's Word Balloon, brought to you by the League of Word Balloon listeners. Thank you, League, for your support. I truly appreciate your subscriptions to Word Balloon. Word Balloon is free, but if you can spare the price of a comic book, $1 a month to help me produce the podcast and get to the conventions and make the new connections with new guests. And, when you think about it, if you read a comic book, maybe it takes you 15 minutes to read. Well, Word Balloon gives you, sometimes 10 hours, even more, of podcast entertainment every month. And, if you think you've got an extra $1 in your pocket to help the cause, you can go to wordballoon.com, click on the Patreon ad. That'll take you to my Patreon page. And thank you for your support. New members this month, thank you very much. And the ongoing members, truly, thank you, League of Word Balloon listeners. Word Balloon is also brought to you by In Stock Trades at InStockTrades.com, where you can save great money on trade paperbacks, hardcovers, absolute editions, omnibus editions, and essentials. And, it is a holiday season, and a great way to spend some money is at InStockTrades.com, because you will find great books at great prices. And while we're talking to Art, Baltazar, and Franco today, maybe we should take a look at some of their books, because they're terrific for kids, as you know, if their fans certainly know, that their comics certainly do touch young audiences, and it's a great way to connect with kids, get them started in the comic book world, and funny adventures, and very different kind of adventures as well. You can get their own creations, Oh Yeah Comics. Trade paperbacks 2 and 3 are both on sale at 45% off. Time for adventure and make way for awesome. These are their superhero animal characters, and very funny stuff. Action Cat and Adventure Bug are your duo, but there's a lot of other heroes and villains as well. And these are 45% off, just $7.14. Always very affordable as well for Art and Franco product from In Stock Trades. You can get the Itty Bitty Comics Mask Trade paperback, their spin on the mask, for 50% off. It's just $6.49. Itty Bitty Hellboy, The Search for the Were-Jaguar, is 50% off. It's $6.49. And then you can get into some Tiny Titans trades as well, like their first volume, Welcome to the Treehouse, 45% off, $7.14. Same goes with the Return to the Treehouse, which is the last bit before Superman Adventures starts up. So that is $7.14. Lots of great product from Art and Franco waiting for you at InStockTrades.com. All right, without further ado, let me pick up my conversation with Artie and Franco. It's great to have them back in the DC universe. I think they are very comfortable there and have done successful books that have been New York Times bestsellers. Somebody must like the product. I know a lot of the stores do, and a lot of the fans do. I see it at conventions all the time. They're my friends, and it's a nice casual conversation, but it is a word balloon, so I guess it's a little, I wouldn't say serious, but definitely a little more on the nose for about the first 25 minutes or so. And then, like I said, we kind of devolve into our usual conversation that we have on the Oh Yeah podcast. I hope you like it. Here's Art, Baltazar, and Franco, now on Word Balloon. Hey, gentlemen.
How you doing, John? It's been a long time since I've been on this show.
Yeah, both of you, actually. Well,
yeah.
Well, we've talked about some of the new stuff here and there.
It's been a few years. It's been a few years since we've talked, John.
No. But it's been a while since you've had something new.
From DC, yeah.
Well, just anybody though, even your independent stuff.
Yeah, the last stuff was Comics and Action Cat from Dark Horse. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people get excited whenever there's a new DC project for you guys. This is a continuation of Superman Adventures.
Yeah, Superman Family, yeah. You don't have to read Superman Family because we do the recap in the first issue. Back when I was in the Phantom Zone, ...
Exactly.
But then,
that's a good teaser for people who don't know. Go on.
Yeah, but you find out what happened in Superman Family by reading the first issue of Superpowers. Because when you see Jor-El in there, you're going to say, what the? Jor-El's in this book? So you're going to find out. That's not really a spoiler because it's on like the third or fourth page.
That's true.
Well, maybe it's only spoils if you know going in. No, it doesn't spoil.
But I have a feeling like a lot of the core audience is going to be the ones that have been reading since Tiny Titans, obviously.
Yeah.
There's been this slow progression from the end of Tiny Titans to Superman Family, where you could, kind of focus more on the adult characters, and now even more so because they're really kind of opening up the DC universe to you guys and letting the adult heroes take full stage. I mean, the covers, they've got Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Franco's alternate cover has all the villains that are in there.
Yeah. We, actually, if you really want to find out where this story starts, it starts in Tiny Titans number 50. Because Beast Boy meets Superman in Tiny Titans 50, and then it spins off of that really, but we've written Superman Family for like 50 issues we wrote, and I had a whole outline here for all of the things we wanted to do, so we took a big portion of that and told a lot of it in 6 issues. I don't think we told everything we want to do, but we took the best part of everything. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what people think. We've done stuff in this book that's never been done to any of the characters we use in any of the DC comics. We've done something in here for the first time ever. So it's kind of fun.
Wow. Did you have to get clearance to do this thing first time?
Nah, we just do it.
Yeah, we don't clearance.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of our ideas were in the pitch. So they read it like last year before we even started, and nobody said you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so no. I learned it from Tiny Titans that if we want something to get approved, we just hand in those few pages late or close to the deadline, and then they just say, okay, thanks.
No, we don't do that officially, but unofficially we do.
From what I heard, that might be what we do. Yeah. But this one's really planned out really well, and I'm writing issue 8 or 9 of Superman Family. That was the emotional issue where I wanted kids to read that and feel like not just happy or fun. I wanted them to feel sorrow or happiness but sad, and I wanted them to feel, oh my God, that was so good, and so issue 4 has a lot of those same feelings that we built up to bring back, and it's a real emotional story, but it's...
Well, yeah, the other thing with Superman Family Adventures was we were going in a different direction, and then when we found out the book was ending, we had to bring it to an end.
Hurry up and everything.
Right.
Right, but with this, we knew how many issues we were in for, we knew what we could do, and we took our time to put the story together, so it worked within the parameters of what we had. It's not like we felt like, oh, we got to end this because we're at this point, but we were able to do it the way we wanted to do it. So
yeah, we had it's nice to know when it's 6 issues or 12 issues instead of saying, oh, we'll just keep it on going. And that's when it hurts your storytelling, because I know that the last 3 issues of Superman Family were real rushed, because they were not rushed, but they were cramped with stuff.
There was a lot of stuff packed in there because we tried to fit it all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this time it's really well paced. I'm real proud of this.
Is it 6 issues or 12?
6.
Okay, so you know your real estate, and very good.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to write when you know it's ending in 6. And
again, it's a bigger story, even I would say than Superman Family.
Oh, it's epic.
Well,
yeah, in
terms of the cast and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're all in it, all the guys.
And women.
Did you read the first issue, Johnny?
Yes, I did. Artie gave me.
Oh, nice.
A copy on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And now, actually, he gave me 2 copies, and that's why I mentioned Franco's alternate cover, which is very good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. In fact, here, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to grab it.
Oh.
Why does he hate it?
Are you allowed to do that in public? Oh.
Why does he hate it? I don't know.
I don't know. I like him, though. Even though he hates us, I like him.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right for a word balloon guy.
I like listening to that word balloon.
Mm-hmm.
He talks to a whole bunch of people all the time. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. So if you're ever in the mood for a word balloon, download the app. It's $1.99.
Why don't you do a commercial while I was gone?
Yeah. You can do an app for the word balloon or for the All Yeah Comics or All Yeah Podcast.
It's nice. It's the holiday season. The boys are generous, and they gave me a free commercial. That's nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I
could do that
because I thought there were villains.
Oh, there
no,
are.
no.
And no, it's the Justice League on Franco's cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he put more guys on there. He put a little clue of what Martian Manhunter is going to look like, and I think Aquaman's on there too. So
Yes.
they're not in issue 1, but they are in the series.
That is true.
Lots of villains.
Lots.
Yeah.
I like the Wonder Woman scene. I was surprised. I was thinking about it the other day because this is for smaller kids, and obviously the adults probably reading with them will be able to help them.
Yeah.
But I was expecting a pronunciation of Themyscira.
Nah, just throw it in there. Because even when we did Grimace Island for Dark Horse, we Grimace spoke Spanish, and I didn't put any translation in there.
Really?
Just let them figure it out. If they really want to figure it out, they could look it up. That's how I looked it up, you know.
That's true. Now you can Google phrase it and everything. That's very true.
Yeah. Then when Grimace is evil, he speaks French, so we'll have the kids translate French too.
I was thinking.
So it's pretty funny.
I was thinking of in the Bronze Age when Mr. Mix-Yes-Pitalik would show up, and there would always be a caption box pronounced Mix-Yes-Pitalik.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. When I was a kid, it was a bunch of those where I didn't know how to pronounce them. So,
Yeah.
Like the Punisher, I thought it was Punisher.
Did you?
No.
We used to call Wolverine Wolverine. My older cousin told me I was about 6 or so. I was little when I first saw him, and my cousin said, "Oh, his name's Wolverine." So okay, and then I finally, when you stop just looking at the pictures,
Sure.
I started reading. I go, his name's not Wolverine.
My dad had a World War II buddy, and he came over one day, and we were talking about, he's like, "You like comic books?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I like Submariner." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Who that is?"
Yeah.
He's
See,
like,
it's Submariner.
And he goes, "We were just watching him downstairs." And I go back downstairs, and it's Namor. And I'm like, "Oh, Submariner." Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Oh,
But I guess, in the forest, they did call him Submariner because of submarines. Hey, he's a
Submarine.
submariner. And the
Yeah.
Marines.
That's what I called them all the years of my life.
I never
the base-
heard anyone
Like someone
say
told
submarine
different.
to my face.
because the baseball team is the Mariners, so that's how I always thought it was
That's what I thought,
Mariner.
too. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All those years, I just thought Stan Lee mispronounced it.
Anyway, back to superpowers. There's a ton of villains. I don't want to spoil.
They're all in it.
Great Superman stuff in here. And, again, teasing the cover, the Justice League is coming. So, this is a big epic story.
Because I just got my copies. I just got them about 3 or 4 days ago. And I leave the book on the kitchen table, and my son read it, and then my daughter read it, and my wife actually read it. And because she always reads, sometimes not all of them, but she'll catch up, and they all thought it was good. And I could see, I don't want to reveal the end, but my son was like, oh, and I'm like, what happened? He goes, who is? And I'm like, you want me to tell you, or you want to read it? And he goes, no, wait. I said, so I know the books, we normally don't do books that say to be continued after every issue, but this is actually written in a 6-issue arc. Mm-hmm. So when the trade comes out, it's going to be one story. And that's what they told us to write, like a self-contained story. So when they buy the trade, that's what they're reading,
Sure.
and you don't necessarily have to read everything, but I recommend picking up volume 1 or 2 of Superman Family, and you'll get everything, and you'll get more details. But when that's kind of what with DC, that's what we're kind of going forward doing, is like kind of the last Tiny Titans series was like that too, where it was written for 6-issue series. And it was written for a trade, so when you read the whole trade at one sit down, it's all one long, 140-page thing, whatever, however 6 times 20 is. Not 140, right? 120?
144.
120.
No, 120.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all. So that's
I was
the
told there'd be
intention.
no math today. I'm sorry.
So that's the intention with this. So it's real cool. I want to tell you a lot of stuff, like stories, but I want them to read it.
Well, I was going to say the first chapter does have a conclusion, but obviously does suggest the bigger story. So that's the thing. I mean, there's kind of a mission, and I think they succeed at the mission, and then also reveal more of what's going on.
Yeah,
well, it's still written for little kids too. So
sure.
This way,
get into that. Where I would think kind of 8 years old to 12. I mean, in terms of this is good to give it a kid. I think someone that young can handle it 8 years old.
Yeah, anyone who's starting to read, probably 6. I would go 6 years old.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids who meet us who are real small, and they get it. They get our stuff, and there's nothing difficult to understand, or you don't really need to know DC continuity. You just pretty much need to know Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, just who they are. And everyone knows that Superman's Clark Kent, so that might help you. But it's not too hard to get. Like, we don't throw you in the middle of Crisis where you don't know who Harbinger is and all these characters. So even though, I'm still confused about that book, but so we don't do that to you.
But I want to do that because, why it's not fair. Because when I was a kid, I had to figure all that stuff out on my own.
Sure, that's true.
Nobody wrote open-ended issue or ended issues. They were all open-ended. So why? When do we stop doing that as a generation?
Open-ending things.
Yeah, well, making things,
about
tightly, neatly configured.
I kind of think about when what they call the decompression era started and stuff. That's really where I think you had to that's before when we'd have recap pages and stuff like that now. And
oh yeah.
Well,
because people don't buy comics like they used to. No matter what, we would just go to the store and pick up Superman or whatever and just read them when you got your pile.
Right.
Or you would read them as you get them. But people don't read comics. Not as many people read comics like that anymore. Right. So you have to get them.
that issue of George Perez and Marv Wolfman and the Teen Titans when they went to the jungle to go find the Doom Patrol. I still don't know what happened at the end of that issue or at the end of that arc because I only got the beginning of the story and I still don't know what happened to this day.
That's hilarious.
I'm okay with it. I'm still into comics.
I know we were talking today. We just saw that Apocalypse movie, X-Men Apocalypse.
How was it? I still haven't seen it.
I loved it. It's probably gonna be people say it's not good, but I always like the movies that
nobody else likes.
Yeah, but
I was just going to say, you saying you love that probably
like Fantastic Four. You're a fan of Fantastic Four. And I'm not outing you, Artie. I know you say it on the podcast.
No, I love it. Yeah,
I'm mentioning it for the word balloon audience that may not realize that. And you got to, I mean, again, by all means, everyone. I'm sure most of the audience has already seen it, but I actually haven't.
Yeah, half your audience probably just turned this off now, knowing that movie.
Art likes Apocalypse.
I know it's good, and I don't know if it's bad because I liked it. It's I don't have that radar where I can't know if the movie's bad because I liked X-Men 3 as well, and I loved that because Iceman and Pyro are fighting, and there's just a lot of cool stuff.
I didn't mind X-Men.
This one had a lot of cool stuff too, like that.
I thought X-Men 3 was okay. I liked Days of Future Past and also certainly First Class. But I'm not as vested in the X-Men as some readers are. And I mean that's the thing. I think if you bring baggage in with you sometimes, obviously, it might hurt your enjoyment. I know people who love the Keanu Reeves Constantine that are not comic book readers and are just like, oh, it was a fun supernatural adventure. And we're all, but he's supposed to look like Sting from 1984, and if you knew that, then you'd get angry, and, it's like, all right.
Hello, love. But I think
Exactly, and he's supposed to, how you doing, dude? He's supposed to be British. Exactly.
I think I like the movie because my first X-Men book was when Wolverine was in the sewer Wolverine alone, and he's fighting Hellfire Club and scratching everybody. That was my first X-Men comic. And when we were just talking about that today with my family over dinner.
Everyone, what was your first X-Men comic?
Because we were talking about the movie. Yeah. And so it's kind of...
so the whole family watched it?
Yeah, we were just talking about when you just pick up a comic. And that's what made me think of that. Yeah.
And did the whole family like the movie?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Me and Sonny watched it more, I think.
Oh, everyone else was kind of in and out of it?
Yeah, I think it distracted.
Yeah. Have you seen it yet, Franco?
I have not. I haven't really left the house in a couple months, Johnny.
That's not true. You were out of the house a lot, and then then your work period started up again, and now you're just slave to school. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I go to one place and then come back.
I understand.
That's all I do.
Wow.
I'm not complaining though.
All right. So wait, it's the two of your guys' covers. Are those the only two covers? Are there any other?
There's a blank cover.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'll be nice at convention time and everything. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be drawing a lot of sketches on there this year.
Very
I think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there'll be more, but so far that's the only extra for number 1.
Oh, I was going to ask. So, Franco, you're not going to do alternates for the other issues?
No, they just asked me to do the first one.
Okay.
But
it's possible.
I am doing covers for other stuff.
I like the way you both draw the full DC Universe characters. And Franco, I always think your Superman is a little more Joe Shustery because he's got the squinty eyes.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I model him after that cartoon one, that
Fleischer
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was obviously taken from the Schuster designs.
Yeah.
Stuff. Artie, I don't know. Do you have an inspiration for when you? I mean, it's your style, and you got him square jawed and everything, as does Franco. But yeah. Do you think of any specific Superman artists when you first started drawing them?
I think of the cartoon, the Bruce Timm cartoon.
Okay.
And I also think of Fleischer.
Okay. Sure.
But I don't draw that face. I kind of start with that, but I kind of just draw him.
Sure.
Draw him like how I think he should look, and I always think of Christopher Reeve, of course.
Worlds are colliding too, because you will see Batman or Superman in action in Gotham City, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, that's true.
Without going into detail, I don't want to spoil, but just a taste of what's going on. You got Wonder Woman, like I said, at Themyscira.
Yep.
With Mom. Hi, Mom.
Mm.
And also, I'm going to give you a spoiler right here, an exclusive just for you, Johnny.
Thanks, buddy.
There's, I don't know if you'll be as excited when you hear it, but
they're wearing
way
shoes.
before the Supergirl television show where they had Supergirl and Martian Manhunter team up. We actually wrote that before it showed up on TV, because we had that written quite a while ago, but we finally got to put it in this book. So there, issue 2, is it? I think
issue 3.
Issue 3, where you see
we had them
Martian Manhunter team up.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we
cool.
did them. We made them friends before the TV show did.
That's excellent.
That's very good. We were picking up on these vibes,
Yeah, something's in the air. Exactly. Do you guys watch all 4 shows?
I do, but I'm real behind.
Yeah.
As usual.
I watch them all, but I've saw some of Arrow and some of that other one, Legends of Tomorrow. Some of it, but I watched all the Flashes and lots of Flashes and Supergirls.
Is Audrey a fan of Supergirl?
Yeah, we like it. We missed the first one with Superman though.
Really good, man. Great start to the second season. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if we could start with episode 2 instead of trying to track down that.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, good. Because that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy.
They got the recap at the beginning. I'm always... I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, and I know it's... obviously it was on Word Balloon, because if you heard one of the Jeff Loeb interviews, I loved how Smallville in Japan was only a half hour long, and that previously on Smallville would actually compress everything from the first half hour of the hour-long Smallville. And so the Japanese would never actually see the full scenes. They'd only get like little, montages and stuff to kind of bring them up to speed. Then
Wow.
the action starts in the middle of the show till the end of the show, and that's how they would do it. And
They
it's
probably
weird.
saw better stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The way those shows were paced, it does kind of work. So I can see that. And certainly, like that's all the action. They kind of would compress the soap opera, except for at the end, but everything else would just be like action. So
I like that.
I knew you'd like that.
We should move to Japan for a little while. Go watch them. Well, not real long, just a little bit.
I would love to go to a convention in Japan, and I would love to experience what the American comic book scene is like in Japan and everything, and watch how they digest it, like a good meal.
I got invited somewhere recently. I couldn't make it.
Otaku, that's their big that's what fandom is. Otaku.
Oh, cool.
There you go. I'm buddies with.
You're so worldly, Johnny.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm buddies with Steve Downs, who's Master Chief in the Halo games.
Yeah.
He's gone to Japan a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get Downs on because they finally let him do a couple voices in Halo movies. And actually
cool.
be Master Chief, because sometimes the first couple of Halo movies he is not the voice of Master Chief.
I only know who that character is because a kid asked me to draw Master Chief, and I didn't know what he wanted. I thought he was this something cowboy and Indian thing, and he wanted. He showed me on his phone who it was.
I think
That's
he's
the reason why I know.
I think he's the biggest geek hero as far as new characters in the 21st century. Would you guys? I kind of think he's the biggest one.
I'm
Master
going to
Chief.
say yes.
Yeah, because Lara
Sure.
Croft was 90s,
Yeah,
Wow.
and I think
I just feel old now. Thanks,
But
John.
I know McFarlane plays Halo. Saw him talking about it before.
Bendis plays Halo. I know.
Does he?
Yep.
Hello.
I got the right Master Chief. It was great. Me and Brian Reed.
That's good.
There you go. So,
Mike-
all right, in conclusion, Superpowers, it's already out on Wednesday. The first issue's out, so backtrack, get it on Comixology. It's a good way to spend Cyber Monday.
It's good stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man,
Stores are going good?
Yeah. Yeah. We're doing good. Yeah.
Retail is a different beast altogether, but so far we're doing all right.
That's good, man. Yeah, any other signings coming up at the stores while I'm talking to you to plug away?
Oh, yeah. In New York, we have Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
on,
Wrestler buddies.
On December 3rd, along with the Young Bucks from ROH. So if you're out that way, come by. Also,
what's
I wanna
ROH?
say ROH is
Ring of
Ring of
Honor?
Honor
Ring
Wrestling.
of Honor, okay.
Yeah, they're the second largest wrestling company right now. They just announced that today.
And what's
I
the
saw
name
it.
of their team again, Kazarian and Daniels?
The Addiction.
Addiction.
The Addiction, and they're champions right now.
I think they're fighting for the belt. I think the Young Bucks might be the tag team champs right now.
But
They're going on a tournament.
But the Young Bucks will be there as well. So
very nice.
either way, you'll get one or the other.
Is your second issue with those guys out?
Oh, I'm working on it. We're trying to get it. I want to try to get it done by the 1st, December 1st, but I might be coming close. But we'll have it soon, and it's going to be co-sponsored by Ring of Honor. So they're going to be.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yeah, man. So Ring of Honor, you'll be able to get the book at their live shows, and I think on their website, Ring of Honor's website, and wherever.
Oh yeah, comics.
Oh yeah, comics, and our website. So it's going to be cool.
You'll release it too through Diamond?
Eventually, probably when it gets traded.
Oh, okay.
Because right now with the single issues, it's a little bit more work than we got time for.
I understand.
But when the trades come out, they'll definitely come eventually. But we have 3 that we're making, but we made 1 already, and issue 2 will be out soon. And they're all written by Christopher Daniels.
Because I saw a video that Christopher and Frankie did online, and it was great.
Yeah, they're cool.
They were very excited and stuff. So I wasn't sure if they were holding the new issue or the old issue.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm not sure. I think that might have been actually on the TV show too, the ROH TV show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it might have been. I know it was on the ROH website, and so they told me that they sell a lot of them at the live shows. Oh, Christopher Daniels just texted me too. He might be listening live. I don't know.
Well, that's like Michael Kingston, does those wrestling comic books, and he pretty much promotes them at the shows, and he does really well. I mean, it's they're great. They're real wrestling stories. I mean, your thing's more like man, all I can think of are old man references. I was going to say Gene Kelly and Anchors Away, but let's say Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Where
like when he danced with the mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, they also they start off with photographs and fumetti.
Yeah.
The Italian photograph comic style, and then they magically transform into comic book characters.
Yeah, it's cool. You're gonna like this because Kaz meets a giant bear. That's cool. And then
he's afraid of bears. So
yeah, and he's afraid of bears. So it's real funny. He sends me a story, and then I break it all down and send him sketches of what I need photos of. And it's real weird to get these photos of these guys in weird poses or doing whatever. And I had one shot where Kaz had to go take a shower, and then right before shower he has to yell because Daniels yells out at him. He doesn't hear him. So there's a picture of Kaz holding a towel, and it looks real funny. I got all these photos of all these guys.
When you're working on it, does your wife come downstairs and say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, yeah, because they send me pictures of their shorts and their designs on their outfits and stuff, and they have the logos on their legs and their crotch and their butt. So I got the guy's butt real big on my other screen. So when my wife comes down and sees I have somebody's butt real big, and she's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, I'm drawing this guy's logo." And she went, "Oh, okay." So she caught me a few times. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You check out Kaz's butt.
Yeah, so I got lots of body parts of these wrestlers, and it's funny because on one of the photos, you could see they're posing. And their hands are above their hips, so they could get their hands don't cover the logos or anything. So you could tell their hands are up high, and behind them in one of the photos is Matt Hardy is back, or not Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's in the back tying his shoe, and in one photo he's tying a shoe. And the next photo, you see he's looking over real confused. And then the next photo, he's gone. So you could tell that they just took him in the locker room with a bunch of wrestlers. And Jeff Hardy's real like, what are these guys doing? He's like, these guys are weird comic book guys.
So are you going to have to like crop them out?
Yeah, I just take I cut and paste the guys and put them on different backgrounds and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's almost like color forms because there's a shot of the guy's living room. So I told him, just take a picture of the living room and then take a real good shot with good lighting for the living room, and then take a picture of you guys in the poses, and I'll put you in place. Kind of like, it's like color forms where you have the background and you just put the guys where you need them.
Sure.
So we did that. So once they got the hang of that, it was easy because then you don't have to take a picture in the place. So it was kind of fun.
So you got to make sure they're like always sitting on green screens and stuff like that, so you can punch it.
Yeah, if they're against a white wall, it's easier for me to click on it and blank it out. So I'm learning a lot, and they're fun to do that.
So it sounds good. Are there any other books coming up that you guys?
Yeah, they announced a Hasbro book too. In New York, IDW announced. It's called Oh Yeah Revolution, and it's with all the Hasbro guys like Transformers, GI Joe, Micronauts, and ROM. So they're letting me do all that, and it's real weird. It's fun, but it's weird. And
so is that a self-contained adventure, kind of like how Scotty Young was doing that with Civil Wars, where he had all the Marvel teeny tiny Marvel guys all like fighting each other, and obviously it was separate from the regular story.
Yeah, and Art's handling that. He's writing and drawing the whole thing, but I'll be doing alternate covers.
Yeah,
variant
that's
covers.
Cool.
So I'm still involved, but this is a big Art shindig here. He's all on his own over here.
Yeah, I've been talking for a while with these guys, and then just started happening. I go to shows and we continue our conversations, but it's pretty cool so far.
Is it a lifelong dream, guys, to draw a ROM?
Yeah.
Because I remember.
It's kind of weird and cool, though.
I was gonna say I love the toy. I mean, I was a little too old for the toy to actually own one, but I did appreciate the toy. And
Yeah.
I know how big it is. With God, for years before the rights were finally settled, and God, that's like one of those comic books that people were really kind of BitTorrenting because all the Marvel owned a piece, and so did Hasbro, and they could never really sort it out.
Yeah. Because that's really what I wanted when I was talking to them in the beginning. They approached me about would I like to draw one of the characters in a series. Which character do I like of the Hasbro? And I said, I want Rom. I like Rom, or if not him, then Micronauts. And then they said, okay, how about a Rom Micronauts miniseries? I was like, perfect. And then it evolved into, well, how about Transformers? And at first I said no to Transformers because I didn't want to draw them. Like, I don't want to draw Transformers. Like, cars and horses are the worst thing, especially to draw. Or cars and computer. It's hard to draw. It's machinery. So, but then they said, well, how about all of them? And then I started doing the covers. I did the alternate covers, which I forget, they're like incentive covers, but I don't know how many you have to buy of that Revolution miniseries. So I don't know if it's 20 issues or that you have to buy or 50, but my covers are the incentive covers for the retailers. But so after that, that's when we were talking because they liked my designs and my drawings. So my ROM series turned into a big crossover series with Baron Karza as the villain. He's the villain from the Micronauts. So they just liked what I pitched them, and that's it. And so this is all so I could eventually draw a ROM series after this.
So wait, is GI Joe involved as well, or is it just Transformers?
I'm drawing Snake Eyes right now.
Oh,
it's ROM, Micronauts, Transformers, and GI Joe, and Mask is part of the Hasbro thing too, but I didn't want to draw them because there's too many. They're all guys who ride around in cars and airplanes and vehicles and stuff, and I didn't really know who they were because I played with ROM and Micronauts when I was a little kid, and somebody had ROM. I know it wasn't mine, but I played with him. I remember him, and I was a little too old for Transformers and GI Joe.
Yep.
But I saw some of the cartoons.
Sure.
But I don't know them as well. I probably know GI Joe better than Transformers. But the way I'm kind of doing the story is Baron Karza's doing most of the evil stuff. So, and Rom and Micronauts and Snake Eyes are kind of saving the day. They're the main guys. So Snake Eyes and Scarlet and Optimus Prime are kind of the guys they take out of there. And Cobra Commander's in there and Destro. It's going to be cool. Yeah.
I like it.
And I want to, number 4 is going to be a cover that's going to shock because I like to do stuff that's never been done. And I like to do stuff that people say, you can't do that. So I didn't get approval yet for issue 4 cover, but hopefully they'll let me do what I want to do here because it's fun,
I hope so.
I don't want to spoil because it's a huge spoil. But even though the cover spoils, but I'll probably do some at the end of issue 3 to, that'll be good.
Cool. Did you you did a Captain Action series where you did, and you got to do a lot of the heroes that, you don't normally get to do, like Green Hornet. And who were some of the others that you got to do in that?
Green Hornet and I forgot what the girl's name is.
Oh, Ms. Fury?
Yeah, that's it, Ms. Fury. I put her on there, and I put Daredevil. The guy was black or blue and half blue and red. Yeah,
that's the Lev Gleason or the Len Gleason. It's the 50s Daredevil, the Golden Age Daredevil.
Yeah, I only did the covers, but it was cool to draw those guys too. And they gave me a list of guys too, and I don't always like the guys, so I don't draw them. But so I liked Green Hornet and Kato, and Daredevil and Miss Fury. So they were on the covers with
That's cool.
Captain Action. And it was a Captain Action origin story. And so I drew him. Oh, we weren't allowed to draw him with his costume yet because he was still training. So I evolved him every issue. Like, so the first issue he had his tie and coat. Then the second issue he had no coat and his tie was loose. Then the third issue he had like a sweater, but he had the pants on now with the lightning bolt. And the last issue, I forget if it was issue 4 or issue 5, but it had him with his full blown on outfit. And I didn't know that the series was 4 issues instead of 5. So I was like, oh, man, I missed my opportunity. Because I was told it was a 5-issue series, but then they shortened it to 4. So
I hear you.
My 5th cover was the best one, but I didn't get to put it out there. It had him with his outfit, with his hat and his blue suit and stuff.
I'm with you. That's
it was
awesome.
cool. Yeah, but if you look at...
When he had the first issue, he looked very James Bondish.
Yeah, that's what the story was. Yeah, and our buddy Chris Roberson was writing the stories.
Yep, that's
right. They were cool. But if you look in Captain Action Cat, me and Franco teamed up and pitched to Dynamite and Dark Horse. We teamed up and had crossover between Comics, with Dark Horse characters and Captain Action characters. And if you look in the book on the computer screen is the cover of issue 5 that they didn't use. So I put it in there. I used it for background or something.
That's cool.
It was cool. Yeah. But that was cool too because Captain Action was in there, like animated style.
I liked it.
With Lady Action and all of them were in there.
No,
we created cool. Captain Action Cat and some other little Agent Action was another little cat.
Who's Agent?
Cat.
Oh, is that another cat version?
Yeah, she's a little white Bengal tiger, and her name was Agent Action. So it was pretty cool.
That's
yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully we'll do some more of that one day, but that's just me thinking right now. Nobody knows what I'm thinking. I didn't pitch it nowhere, so eventually.
that pretty much is the way it is all the time. Nobody knows what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you.
We try to know what you're thinking.
Penetrate, exactly. Crack the code.
Yeah.
He's an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
Yeah,
true.
That's it.
Just like
Riddle
the
me
JFK
this.
movie. Exactly.
Mm.
I haven't seen. Have you seen? I haven't seen the whole movie yet. Return to the Cape Crusaders. You guys are big Adam West Batman guys.
Yeah, not yet.
I've watched part of it, and the part I saw is great. I really liked it, but I saw it around the time of the New York Con, and I just haven't gotten back to it yet.
Oh, cool. I almost bought it last week at Target.
The guy who plays Frank Gorshin really gets him down. He does a good imitation.
Cool.
I haven't.
Because I had like five DVDs in my hand, and I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna probably watch all of these once, and I had like $80 in the cart. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, a lot of times I wait to buy them, and I buy them like when they're 2 or 3 years old, because then literally they're under $20 then.
Yeah.
Because they're trying
to
get
rid of inventory. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters are like $6. The original. $6.
The first two
yeah.
movies?
But they come on TV a lot.
Exactly.
So I only bought Apocalypse. So it was good.
Were there any good bonus features on Apocalypse?
I didn't see them all yet.
No.
I just saw the movie. I'll probably watch it. I think we just saw it yesterday, right before Walking Dead. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys watching Westworld?
My wife.
Yeah, I'm about 3 episodes behind, but I like it so far.
Oh.
You know?
I'm really digging Westworld. I think it's amazing.
I got to see it. I've heard many things. A great many things.
You almost sounded like Pants when you said that.
I heard things.
Yeah, I'd seen the first few episodes and it's pretty good, but I wasn't sure about it at first, but I think I'm in episode 3 or whatever, and I'm digging it, but I got to get back to it. I've got so much work. Art and I are working on
Anthony Hopkins imitation. Go ahead. What do you got to work on?
Well, I'm saying Art and I are working on so many different things. It's hard to keep track of, and I always forget what we can talk about and what we can't talk about.
Yeah.
All right, but as far as TV goes, you might not have time for TV. Did you get the Survivor series yesterday?
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's because I put it on while I'm working. That's an easy one to put on when you're working. Like Westworld, if I put it on, I got to watch it.
But if it's a pay-per-view, well, don't you feel
I
guilty
subscribe
about
to the network.
Huh? Oh, you got the WWE
to the network.
Oh, yeah. All right. So are they free?
With the network, they're free. Yeah, you don't pay extra.
Okay.
Yeah, you pay the monthly $10, but you get everything.
Yeah, but $10. That's okay. That's got to be a better deal.
Well, I figured, my son and I would get the Royal Rumble every year and WrestleMania, and just those two alone was like $100,
right?
Or $110 or something like that, because it's $50, $60. And you figure if you pay for the network, it's $10 a month, which is $120. So it like kind of evened out.
No, absolutely.
And you get all the pay-per-views. So I'm like, screw it. We'll do that.
Okay.
$100.
My buddy Chucky, I was asking him because he's like, I don't buy the pay-per-views anymore. Exactly, and I'm like, why not? And he's like, well, because they're expensive. I go, why? How come you don't get the streaming, the monthly thing? He's like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, all right.
They're on YouTube too, all the stuff.
Well, and that's what he said. He said they're going to replay the best parts on YouTube and the regular show. So he's like, I feel like I can't. And that's what made me stop watching wrestling in general, because I was like not paying attention anymore. And I'm like, well, if I'm not paying attention, then I got other things to do.
Yeah,
I like Ring of Honor.
Last night was good though. Yeah, it was good.
It was? All right. And don't get me wrong. Well, Ring of Honor is a different thing. I mean, that's its own thing.
Yeah, my guys are on there. It's
exactly.
good.
And they're hilarious. I think they're both very nice guys, and I think they're both very funny guys.
We just saw them live, maybe October or September.
Were they in Chicago, or were they...
Yeah, they were in Chicago Ridge.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was real fun.
A suburb of Chicago. Go on.
Yeah, I brought all my children. So it was cool.
Wow.
And they all took a picture with them, tweeted it out there for the masses. It was good.
Very nice. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guys. And they didn't even have a match. They weren't scheduled for a match, so they broke up the other matches, and beat up guys. It was real cool.
All right. Artie and I got our pay-per-view on Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
He was telling me before. Yeah.
We watched the light heavyweight championship changed hands as Andre Ward took a controversial decision from Sergey Kovalev.
Man.
Yep. He's going to be the new golden boy.
Did you read how many reporters after the thing? Did you read anything on Sunday or today?
No.
Or I got to tell you, man, I was very pleased because unlike Max Kellerman, I kind of thought it could have gone either way.
Right.
First of all, Larry Merchant, I put it on my Twitter and Facebook feed. He's like, I didn't think Ward won. If this were in Russia, Kovalev would have won by 9 points. I think it's ridiculous. And it's like, huh? Yep.
Yeah.
No, and Artie was sniffing bad right away, right after the fight. He's like, yeah, that's not good.
No, if it's close, it's going to the guy who they're going to promote.
America.
And if it's, America. And plus he had the comeback story, and that guy with the fake beard likes him.
Max
so,
Max.
Max, you can't. I get bothered by that guy. You got to commit to the beard.
Well,
he's shaped it a little bit too long. It's too tiny.
For me, it's his opinions. For you, it's his hair face. I like.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm distracted. But I knew that if it's close, they're going to give it to Andre Ward. And I've been watching Kovalev so much on HBO and just I watched him since he shown up, and he just needed to convince everybody that he won, like a clear win. And if you lose 1 or 2 rounds, it's going to go the other way.
Which is so wrong. It's it's a poor man's Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Because, much like Hagler, Kovalev was the real light heavyweight champion. He had 3 belts.
Yeah.
Of the 4 major belts, he had 3 of them. I mean, he is the champion. You've got to bring the fight to him. And that's, some judges will say, well, that's just old wives' tale. It's like, no, that's pretty much boxing tradition.
Hey, you got to beat up the champ.
Right. You've got to beat, exactly. And a tie should go to the champion. You didn't do well enough to beat the champ. Sorry, you don't win.
That's what Muhammad Ali said, that he didn't beat me up. I'm still pretty. And
well, that was the other thing, too, and that's what I kept pointing out, because Andre Ward is the winner, and his face is all dinged up.
Yeah.
he had abrasions or cuts all over his face. Every part of his face had cuts or bruises or welts or whatever. And Kovalev is like a little sweaty. That's
he wasn't winded at all. Yeah.
No, and I mean Ward threw some punches in the second half of the fight, but it's obvious that they didn't have much effect on Kovalev. Nigel Collins of Ring Magazine, actually no, Philadelphia did, and ESPN. He wrote a great article about it today, and said it was a good fight, not a great fight, but we've had so many bad fights since Mayweather and Pacquiao that it was nice to see at least a good fight. And he said the good news is there are good matchups coming throughout the first half of, or at least through the spring of 2017. So he's like, maybe this is the start of a good trend where we'll get some really good fights. And there's a good fight even as we're speaking this weekend on HBO. Lomachenko is back in action. A lot of Russians out there.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Anyway, so there's the. So
it was a good fight. Just the wrong guy won.
Yes. And I had the boys over. I had all the local boys over. I had Artie over.
That's right.
Was there a glove on the floor?
There was a glove.
Yes, of course
there was a glove. And there was only one. I didn't see two.
There you go.
And it's possibly the same one.
Exactly. All right.
Nice.
It was there,
I knew people were coming over. I know what to do. So,
it was good.
It was right by a pile of laundry.
Yeah, it's Johnny's apartment. And that's what you want when you go there.
Yeah, it's Oscar Madison. You're visiting Oscar Madison when you come to my place. That's totally true. All my windowsills are filled with books.
It's got comics and drawings. Yeah.
And I've got my original art all over the place. I have my Doug Mahnke Superman and a Mike Grell Green Arrow that I just framed that I got to put up still. But I had them leaning on the ledge for the boys to see.
Yeah.
And then I invited my buddy Justin, who is a Bigfoot believer. So
that's right.
To say he and Artie had a lot to talk about.
Oh, we talked all night about Bigfoot.
Man.
He said he saw him too.
He saw him once and heard him several times. He said.
Yeah, he said Bigfoot breaks up their hunting. When they go out real early in the morning, like 3 and 4 in the morning,
northern Minnesota,
settled. Yeah, and in Rennie, Minnesota, is it?
I think it's Rennie. I think it's Rennie.
And they sit on hay bales because he said they have a farm, a family farm, but it's a hay bale farm. So those are the guys. They just roll those giant hay wheels, and that's what they do. That's their business. So when they sit on that big hay bale at 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning, and when the deer start coming out, he says Sasquatch runs all around them. He runs all around in a circle and just making noise. And he said they could see all the trees moving, and they could see something moving, and they see all the deer run away.
It's like the Slim Jim commercial, only it's more practical.
Yeah, and it's like dominoes. He said they start moving in one area, and then they all get spooked and they all run away.
I was a little jealous that you didn't invite me, John, but now I'm kind of glad.
Exactly.
Oh, it's cool, man.
You're always invited. It's just it's several states away.
He said that
confusion, paranoia, several states. Go on.
Yeah, they go hunting, and he said that he kicked like a log or stepped on it and broke in half, and something right in front of him, he said, about 5 feet in front of him, stood up and ran and howled out, like squealed. And I interviewed him and asked questions about the squeal. I wanted to know, but he went and imitated for me.
He interviewed him for the Squatch Gazette.
Yeah. But the coolest thing about it is I'm listening to him, and my big thing about Squatchers is, even though if this thing doesn't exist, or who knows if it does, but what I like is when the people believe what they're talking about. And that's what these shows, like the Bigfoot show, that's the only reason why I watch, but because now it's turned into a formula. But as I watch, I believe that Bobo and Matt Moneymaker and the other guys, they believe that there's a Sasquatch there. So when I was talking to this guy, your buddy,
Justin,
he believes what he saw.
Oh yeah.
And the coolest part about it is when I was telling him about videos that I saw, he didn't know about any of these videos. And all the stuff he was describing was the same stuff that I saw on a lot of videos. And when we showed him the videos, what amazed me was he said right away, "Oh, that one's fake. That's fake. That's fake." And then we showed him one. He goes, "That's real. That one's real right there." And then you show him another one. That one's real. I'm like, wow, he knew by looking at it. And remember when I said that there was a few that we couldn't find?
Yes.
Well, I saw them when I got home. I found them, and there's one where where there's a
Did you
Squatch.
stay up or did you go to bed?
Oh, the next day.
Okay, good,
Because I was
good.
telling Rose about what was happening.
It was an all-nighter, Francis. You would have been like zonked. You couldn't handle it. They left at 2:45.
Yeah, I got home
Which
late.
cracked me up. I mean, and honestly, everybody seemed to be like not dragging or anything like that. Everyone was into the videos, but yeah, it was cracking me up.
Yeah, and
I'm like, oh my god, it's 2:30, guys.
but there's a lot of videos, and I told Rose and Sonny to, I met a Squatch guy last night. He's real cool, and there's a video of a female Squatch. It looks just like the Patterson video, where a Squatch peeks out from behind a rock, and then walks over to another rock and squats down, and picks up a baby and stands up and does the mom. When the moms pick up their kid and they lift it again, like that.
Yep.
Well, she lifts up again, and you see the baby's arm kind of hug the mom, and then as they're walking, you see both of their heads look together, and then both of their heads look forward, and it could be a puppet, it could be fake, it could be someone dressed with a puppet, but that thing looks real. Looks like a real baby. That's the video I was trying to show this guy, and I should send it to him, email link or something. But that was the one. That's the most convincing Sasquatch video that I've ever seen. And like I watch them a whole bunch of them. I'm always researching too. And he invited me to go to Minnesota with him.
There you go.
So I'm thinking about it. And I asked the kids if they wanted to go, but they said no, they're scared.
They said no. Smart kids. I'll hang out with your kids for the weekend.
Yeah. Touch a real live Squatch in northern Minnesota? Yeah, it's
yeah, but Justin said that because I asked him if the Squatch hurts him or does it follow him. He said it follows him, but because he can hear it and he knows that they track people. They know people exist. But I asked him what's his connections, relationship, like what does he do with the Squatch? What happens? And he said that he leaves food. Like he leaves food for the Squatch. He leaves that out overnight, or when he leaves, or he leaves it for a day or two. And I said, and he said the food's gone. I said, well, of course anything could have ate it.
Right, squirrels could eat it, whatever.
And then he says, no, but it's not. There's no mess. Like the
he
Squatch
doesn't leave it, and he leaves a tip. So that's
yeah.
So Bigfoot picks up after him, so he carries his own doggy bag.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
He picks up. But he only leaves them fruits and vegetables. Because I asked him, "Do you ever bake him a cake like you see on the cartoons when Tom and Jerry steal, like Tom and Jerry will steal a pie off a windowsill?" And I always asked, "Did you do something like that where you leave a fresh pie out there?" And he said, "No, he gives them apples or carrots or fruits or vegetables." And so
it's like
the
Santa's
Squatch,
reindeer.
yeah, Squatch actually picks up the things and leaves. He doesn't sit there and eat them. He picks them up. But he also told me that there's a lot of tree stumps, or fallen trees. And when there's just a stump from a fallen tree, there's boulders on them. There's a giant boulder sitting on a stump that there's no way a person could have put it up there. And he said that's what happens when they go hunting. They find stumps with giant boulders on them. And they can't even budge the boulder. And there's no one in that area.
So it's Squatch art.
Yeah, Squatch is
marking his territory.
Performance
art. He's going
art.
with boulders and not another kind of boulder.
Yeah, maybe it's like it's rocks, Squatch rocks,
Sure.
But he fascinated me. I could have talked about that guy.
I know how to throw a cocktail party, Artie.
That's right. Yeah.
Why don't you gentlemen share your Squatch stories over here?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Jimmy the Muscle and I were talking about. I forget what we were talking about. I was comparing the fighters to Carmen Basilio, and that was making him laugh.
Yeah. And I showed him all the Gucci Nana videos, too.
That's true. It was a full Gucci Nana festival. All 5
but
videos.
What I'm amazed at is this guy doesn't know any of these videos. And that's what really made me believe that he thinks he saw what he saw.
Yeah, I don't know. He's satisfied with his environment. Yeah. No, he spends half the year in Chicago and half the year in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question: in Minnesota, does he spend a lot of time by himself?
Yeah.
No, he's got a.
Well,
I'm just curious because
he's got a welding business up there.
I asked all those questions too.
And his family farm.
Yeah.
when you weld something, is there a lot of fumes?
Exactly.
With welding, or
no?
He goes up there to hunt. He said
I saw the Squatch once, and I heard him 3 times. I'm like, all right, Justin.
Yeah.
that's as far as I get with this conversation about it. It's like, all right, Justin.
Oh, he doesn't tell you more, or you don't.
I don't pursue it. I don't pursue it. I'm like,
oh
all
man.
right. I go, all right.
Yeah, I was I was doing a word balloon podcast with the guy.
It was really good. Yeah, it was funny. It was making.
Yeah, it's like when Stone Cold called me and we were talking, and I said, "Man, this is a good interview. Are you recording?" He went, unfortunately, no." Like, oh man, see, you should have recorded. He goes, yeah, maybe, but he didn't. That was this.
I was talking to Gigantic Jeff, and he was telling me how much he likes Stone Cold's interviews.
Oh, cool.
He listens to several wrestling things. We were talking about Survivor Series last night.
We should get Justin on the
pod.
The pod, yeah. Talk about Squatch.
He'd have to. He doesn't have a laptop. He only has his tablet, and he's got an Android tablet. So I don't even know if he's got Skype on it.
You can get the Skype on it.
Can you? Oh, it makes sense.
I believe so.
Because he was telling me about everyone there knows, and he said you go to any local bar or whatever and say I just saw Squatch, and they're like, yeah, we know. They look at you and then they all go back to their drinks.
Yep, that's old Arthur. He sits in the forest.
Was he brown or gray?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it could have been his brother, Seymour.
Hi, Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when you're at the farm and they're baling hay, do you go, hey?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, maybe. Shout out to Squatch. Hey. Because I was asking him that is he vicious? Does he throw stuff at you? And he said only if you act out at him. But a lot of people.
See, as an artist, I'm more interested in the Squatch art. Like I want to know. I want to know about what is the boulder on top of the stump? What is that, like something existential, or is it abstract, or what's going on there?
I think it's Squatch checkers. King me.
Yeah, maybe he's playing.
That's what I think it is.
He's playing games with another Squatch nearby.
Exactly. Your move.
Yeah. They're like, damn, people. All right, we'll pick this up later.
Exactly. They do it like chess games, like in the 1800s. We've been playing chess over the mail. I put my boulder on your tree stump.
So I like that guy. When you do another pay-per-view, invite him.
Oh yeah.
We'll just tell him there's a pay-per-view just so he comes.
No, he's a good guy. He always wants to come in the middle of the week because when he's in Chicago, he's got a looser schedule.
I am.
But he lives like in the far suburbs, so by the time he gets here, it's like 8:45, and it's like, well, that's not bad, is it? And that's like, no, I'll be up till like midnight or so, and he'll stay till like 2, and I'm like, dude,
Johnny's up all night. You gotta go. Johnny's up all night.
Exactly. Used to be. Now I got to get up early for adult rock, urban rock.
Oh yeah, the light station. Or what do you do?
No, I'm at the classic rock station.
Yeah, classic rock. You used to play the songs for the ladies.
Yeah, the crap. A lot of what's it?
Sex music.
It's in all my movies. I forget her name. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Very fast. Tiny.
Now you play Roxanne.
She's very exactly. I was going to say Rush and that Spirit of Radio.
Heard it from a friend who, yeah.
Oh, that's REO. That's Take It on the Run, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Our morning show does a bit now that I think is a good idea. They play 7 songs, and you've got 30 seconds to identify all 7 songs, and it's like from right at the beginning of the songs. And yeah, it's funny. It's funny hearing people play.
They should identify Squatch calls.
The one that tripped me up was Billy Squire's "Lonely Is the Night." And I hear him say, "Lonely is the night." I'm like, of course, it's Billy Squier. Lonely is the night.
I like his other song better. Stroke me.
Yeah, that was a classic. You forget how many hits he had. He actually had a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Like Billy Ocean. I want to be your lover good life.
Get out of my dreams.
That's my favorite dream. Yep. And Caribbean Queen. Not to be confused with
right.
Eddie Grant. We gonna rock on through Electric Avenue.
I always thought when that came out, I thought he was saying Chick Avenue. Chick Avenue. It's like where all the girls hang out. That's
Nice.
what I always thought he was singing about.
I like his lesser-known hit, "Romancing the Stone."
From the film with the same title.
Or romancing.
No, it was dropped from this film.
They played in the closing credits, I thought.
I don't think so, Jenny. I could be wrong about this.
All right, I'm gonna have to
I know how he got.
I know stupid things, so this is probably right.
Yeah, but you, once again, as we always will point out to my own shame, you're the one that had, whatchamacallit, Mycroft Holmes being correctly written.
Yeah, see?
What's he doing?
But I liked how he got
join
2
in, for
syllables.
Christ's sake. I just saw that. Oh my God, that was an hour ago.
He got 2 syllables out of the word stone. Or man's in the stone.
Are you there, Scoot?
But you could edit that out.
No,
That
he's
sucked.
out.
Is he gone again?
Bad.
Probably. I feel bad. No, I didn't know he should have just popped in, or he could have told if when we were dicking around that we've moved on.
Ooh.
Sorry. Ooh.
Coloring Brainiac right now, and he's doing something. Oh, I can't tell you what it is. It'll be a major spoiler.
His relationship with You guys kind of explain it in Superpowers.
Yeah.
He's referring to him as Superman's brother.
Yeah. Because Jor-El created Brainiac.
Sure.
And Brainiac believes Jor-El's his father.
Yeah, doesn't he call him that in the cartoons?
I think so, right? He might.
I thought I kind of thought he did in that 90s Superman cartoon.
It's possible. And he refers to Superman as his half brother. But he does not like Lara, who's in here. He hates her because it's not his mother. It's his half brother's mother. So he hates her. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because he's evil.
Like Mary Steenburgen and John C. Reilly and Step Brothers?
I'm going to probably say yes. I
actually haven't seen that movie, so
I don't know. So you could splice that in there too. The whole concept of Superman family was to have Brainiac bring the family together. And in the comic Superman family, they created New Krypton, like from the Jeff Johns story. Remember when Jeff Johns did that?
Yep.
But then they blew it up, right? Or they blew up the.
Yeah, they had the war. They had the war with the Supermen, and that destroyed New Krypton, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. And so I didn't want to destroy New Krypton, so something else happens. But in the Superman family, the whole thing was Lara and Jor-El go live on New Krypton to watch Brainiac, so he doesn't go too crazy. So they kind of try to guide him into being good, and that continues into this book. But you see what happens. Yeah, there's lots of other influences happening here.
Okay, Eddie Grant's 1984 theme song for Romancing the Stone was cut from the film and stalled outside the UK top 50 when released as a single, although it fared better in the US.
Every night and every day, because they had a video.
It wasn't in the movie.
But I thought the video had footage from the movie, but I'm probably wrong. He is sick. Wow, Eddie Grant is 68, out in the streets. Yeah. out in the
my back.
Exactly.
He's probably saying time to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
I need electric shock therapy just to walk again.
Nice.
Sorry.
What did he do after
Call
that?
an Uber for me. Poor Eddie Grant.
Was he a one-hit wonder?
No,
or like
a couple.
2.5 hit?
Hold on, I have to get back to his
Two and a half.
his
Eddie
wiki,
Grant.
and I'll tell you. He only had a couple hits. He had more hits in the UK.
Knock.
Yes. I'm romancing the stone.
Every night and every day.
Electric Avado.
Yeah, they've got a still of the video, and I see Michael Douglas reading the Rolling Stone. Oh man, the Doobie Brothers broke up. When's this from?
Oh, that's right, because he got the paper or something.
It's in the cargo plane when they're rocking the ganj. Exactly. All right, let's see here.
Rocking the ganj.
I am rocking the ganj. So yeah, Electric Avenue reached number 2 in both the United States and the UK. His album was Killer on the Rampage.
Oh boy.
Not on the Rampage. On the Rampage.
He had a song called I Don't Want to Dance. I don't remember that song.
I'm not going to buy any of that.
But
that guy's one of the worst singers ever.
Out in the streets.
Every time he came on MV50, I had to turn the channel.
MV50, awesome.
Go do something. Yeah.
MV50 was the local channel that ran music videos.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 years into MTV.
Because I didn't go to school all day to come home and listen to that. Man.
I used to like "It's My Life" by Talk Talk. Before No Doubt did the song.
What about the Kajagoogoo?
Sure, Too Shy.
Shy.
Lamal with the Never Ending Story. Turn around, look at what you see.
And the ever favorite Flock of Seagulls.
Oh yeah, good hair. I ran.
I like the one about the waitress in the cocktail bar.
But I ran.
You know what I want to hear is I want to hear Larry Fine say the name of the band.
Yeah, Flock of Seagulls, Mo.
The other one.
Which one?
Kajagoogoo.
Yeah, Kajagoogoo. Yeah. Hey, Mo, you want to hear the new Lamal solo album?
I wouldn't flock your seagulls with my Kajagoogoo.
Exactly.
Ooh.
So's your old man. Nice.
Dum 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 dum.
I think I'm going to listen to Scandal featuring Patty Smythe. Goodbye to you. Larry Fine, big 80s fan. Big 80s new wave fan.
You got to be careful. It'll turn into a ballroom blitz.
I got squeezed, tempted by the fruit of another.
Pulling muscle from a shell.
That's a good one. Yeah, black coffee in bed, Mo. Nice. Larry.
Hey, Larry, you want to go squatch hunting?
Man, yeah, I want to go up to let's go to Minnesota, Mo, and sit on some bales of hay, looking for squatches.
Like, what would your squatch call sound like? What's your best squatch call?
That's a squatch. That's how Larry calls squatches. Yeah.
We were doing that watching the Gucci Nana videos.
Yeah,
hey, Larry, what do you think? What do you think of this squatch art? What do you think of it?
Yeah. Hey, look at the boulder on top of the tree stump, Mo. I think a squatch was just here. Let me call for one. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to go. I might cancel San Diego this year.
Clearly, the school year is like hurting Franco hard because
I am like, it doesn't take much to amuse me these days.
Hey, Mr. Franco, I want to use your eraser. You mind?
Play coffee in bed, Mo.
Exactly. Now she's gone, and I'm out in the street. Those are the words. Now she's gone. I was a big Squeeze fan. I like Squeeze a lot. Tempted by the fruit of another. That guy who sings "Tempted," he also sings the Mike and the Mechanics song "Silent Running" and "Living Years," and he had a hit with the band Ace in the '70s. How long has this been going on?
Yeah.
Wait, he sang which one with Mike and the Mechanics?
He sang both of their hits, "Living Years." Say it loud.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's
I hated that song. Yep.
It's with a gun if you want to do it.
I hated that song too. I know.
Big hammer.
There was the one about
massive hammer.
The Mike and Mechanics song. Wasn't there the song about getting to know his dad again or something like that?
Generation.
That's Living Years. Yeah. Oh.
The CD comes with a hammer.
It's true. No toast survive after playing that song a couple times.
If you bring it back or if you choose the hammer, they give you like $1 off the CD.
That's true.
I was with my my cousin and his mom, and we were driving somewhere, and that song came on, and he said to his mom, my cousin said to his mom, "Hey, Mom, listen to the lyrics of this song," because he liked the song. There was really something wrong with him. But she's listening. She goes, "Oh my God, he killed his father. she,
Is that what the
he's like,
lyrics say?
no, you're not listening to the lyrics.
Hey, now I got to look up the lyrics. That's awesome.
They all die.
Well, it's like Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah. Cats in a cradle, Mo.
Yeah, exactly.
Silver
Yeah.
Mo.
He grew up just like me. My boy was just like me, Mo. You always got to put Mo at the end of it. I don't know if that hook has got syphilis or not, Mo.
You gotta put "yeah" in there.
Yeah. No, I don't think I want to do it, Mo. Yeah.
So what would Donald Trump think about going squatch hunting?
I like Mike and the Mechanics. I think I'm going to have them at the inaugural. I like squatches. I personally, when I clear land to put up a building, I got a lot of stumps and a lot of boulders on them. I got to clear them out of the way. All right, here's the song. Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come bearing on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him that in the living years. It's all the regrets about not talking to your dad after he's dead.
I gotta throw up, I think.
Peter Milligan, that's right. The problem is that the father is dank, dark, and dead.
He's dead.
Now his son is very sad in his grave, looking at him. What happened? How come we didn't talk like this when you were alive? Now I have to do it when you're dead.
Dead and dark and
Dank.
dank.
Now the rain's starting, and I got my shoes all filled with muddy water.
You know, your friend Justin was telling me about all the states that protect squatch as an endangered species.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I think he said saints. Saints or what?
No, not saints. Protect them as a endangered species.
Oh, government bodies like the EPA or whatever?
Because I asked
the patron saint of a squatch.
Exactly. Hey, St. Christopher, do me a favor. Keep the squatches down, okay?
It all started because I asked him, did you ever shoot one? And he says, I ain't going to jail. And I'm like, why would you go to jail? He said, because it's outlawed to shoot it, because it's on an endangered species list in Minnesota.
That's a 514, shooting squatches.
Mm-hmm. Or more importantly, he said it's not on the hunting list. That's what he said.
There you go.
Maybe the fact checkers.
All those in favor of putting squatches on the hunting list say aye.
Yeah. I don't want Blaine Dollar to correct me. Wrong, Baltazar.
Let's all pray to the patron saint of squatches.
That's right. What's his name? St. Hairy Face.
You got to say Hail Mary, Mo. Yeah.
Man, let's pray to the Squatch God, Mo. Let's burn a goat to the Squatch God, Mo.
Would you pray out loud to him?
You grapehead. Porcupine. Oh God! All right, I don't want to read any more lyrics of the
I would
have to pull out a hammer and start pounding my feet. Go ahead.
You know who I would take squatch hunting any day?
Who?
Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Yes, I've always known. Actually, they're ancestors of ours, human. What are you talking about? They're part of the family. Honey, did you invite the Squatches for Thanksgiving? Well, who's going to say something when I see them on Monday? Call them. Squatches. That's how you call an ape city. You just yell real loud.
Okay, I'm not making this up, but someone just followed me on Twitter by the name of Lando Calrissian.
Oh, I know that guy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm going to be sending you a private...
Lando.
Oh, excellent. Lando. Sweet.
I know Rando, but he's a Migo guy.
Rando.
I think.
Rando.
Maybe not.
Rando Calrissian. That's my cousin. How you doing? Mo. Hey, that's my cousin, Mo.
Maybe it's Billy D.
He's
going to be in the next movie, I think.
Now, if Bingo Long started following you, then I would be all over that. That's his baseball player character. I love that movie.
Who's Bingo Long?
Bingo Long and the All-Stars. That's a great movie. Richard Pryor and James Earl Jones. Very funny movie.
Yeah, it's a black baseball team, right?
Yeah, it's the Negro Leagues. Absolutely.
Billy D. Williams is in it, too.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Billy D.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading a tweet from Lando. Sorry.
Dear Franco, I really like your comics and your books. Dino Mike is fantastic. I'd like to read it while I drink from a cold Schlitz malt liquor.
Oh, Colt 45.
Did he do? I thought. Oh, I can't remember which one he did. Which one did he do?
Colt 45.
I believe you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna look it up.
Only a cartoonist could come up with something like that.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah. He told me he was my hero. It used to be my dad and Santa Claus were my heroes. Now it's Billy D. Williams and my dad.
That's nice. Well, there you go.
Only a cartoonist.
Tell you, when I saw him, he was rubbing his forehead. Me and Mark Miller were disturbing him. That's okay. I just had to get off the floor. Like, awesome.
I like that.
Remember when we were in the green room and Billy D. Williams was rubbing his head? I'm like, yes, I do.
Like that.
Oh, man.
There was much discussion today on the I Like Pink site about that Star Wars comic where Indiana Jones found a dead Han Solo and Chewbacca because he thought he was Sasquatch. He was looking for Sasquatch with Short Round.
I don't remember.
I read that. I read that comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a Dark Horse Indie comic?
Yeah, Star Wars Tales number 19. Where
that's crazy. Funny.
Han Solo met, or Indy found Han Solo and Sasquatch because the Millennium Falcon crash landed in the woods and got stuck in the trees, and Indians came and shot Han Solo with arrows, and he died in Chewbacca's arms, and Chewbacca just he stood there as Han died, and he just kind of lives in the Falcon, but the Falcon's crashed. He can't move it. It's kind of wedged between trees. And then years later, Indiana Jones found him. So I thought that was real cool. It crossed the movies.
I'm looking at the pages right now as you speak.
Yeah, they're all in it's in canon.
It's in our well, no, it's non-canon, but it's.
I think it's canon now.
Attaboy. It's.
It's like that.
Attaboy.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's in our I Like Pink thread.
And it's a Sasquatch reference. That's why I like it too.
Sure.
So they're very squatchy.
I could see Chewbacca being mistaken for the Squatch.
When they filmed Return of the Jedi, they had to have orange guards around them, the guys with orange suits, because they were afraid people were going to try to shoot him because they look like Bigfoot. When they were filming Jedi in the woods, there was a caution. It's true, preparation.
And Elizabeth Taylor is Bigfoot.
To protect them.
I still like that line from. I now pronounce it. No, that's all right. I like the line from Chuck and Larry when the homeless guy who's the witness to their wedding goes, and Elizabeth Taylor is Bigfoot. That's exactly what he says.
Is she Bigfoot?
And Elizabeth Taylor is Bigfoot. All right. I can see that. Oh,
like that.
Oh, that's nice. Did we open? So I Like Pink is a closed group, so someone can join though, with it being a closed group.
Yeah, I think they have.
They just request you. I admitted someone the other day.
Okay, because I see that. I see we have a new member.
Yeah, you could let him in. Yeah,
I like it. All right.
I Like Pink for those who are listening.
Yeah, 422 members and growing. So if you want to join and you enjoy this kind of conversation, I don't know why you would. I don't know, Mo.
That's right.
Squatching. Oh, man. What else is going on? I'm trying to think. All right, so we talked Westworld. What else have I seen lately? I haven't seen any movies since I did see Doctor Strange. Who else has seen Doctor Strange?
I don't know. I saw Deadpool finally.
Okay, so Artie has not seen Doctor Strange, but that's all right. It's all right.
No Doctor Strange.
Francis, no Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I seen it.
I like it.
I like it. I also saw the Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be honest, kind of don't care. I mean, not to silence conversation. Feel free, boys, but I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. At the end of the day, I don't mind it. It's okay.
You know where the Sorting Hat would put you, right? Right, Johnny?
Right in Slytherin or whatever.
Siberia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why Siberia?
I don't know. It's
all
the way
cold,
away from
Mo.
all the Hufflepuffs. I'm freezing my tuchus off, Mo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have them say tuchus. I like.
I'm freezing my tuchus off, Mo.
Tuchus.
I don't know why that makes me so happy.
I love that. I'm just doing poor man's Billy West, really, when you think about it, but that's all right. Billy West cracked the code on Larry.
Yeah, that's right.
I like when the impressionists figure out how to do a voice, and it's like, this is what you do. And it's like, oh, yeah, good call.
I think Billy West did our voice for Crypto on our Super Pet cartoons.
I think
that
you're right,
was
actually.
him.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Because they said that they had a whole bunch of animators and voices coming in to work, and they did all of our cartoons in one day. They got all the voices in there.
That's cool.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty groovy.
I like that part.
I like that. That's good. I like that's good.
I like
Bill Cartwright could probably go squatching.
It's basketball season, so I can't squatch right now, but maybe later.
I see him behind a rock picking up a baby.
Hey, what's this boulder doing on a tree stump?
Well, I was going to say, you know he's out there if there's a basketball on a tree stump next to a boulder.
Actually, we got to take Cartwright out there. He's at least tall as Sasquatch. He could.
How you doing?
I could palm that ball. That boulder fits in my hand.
You want to get pizza or something right now?
I'm gonna put that baby Squatch picture, the video, on the I Like Pink site, so people can experience my joy. The baby, where the mom picks up, and then they could debate it if it's real or not. I think it is. That's the most convincing. It's true.
Like the whole thing.
I'm gonna put it on there.
all up in there.
Oh, there it is, real good. There's another Bigfoot video of a Bigfoot in a tree, and people are filming it, looking at it, and it's looking back at them.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
I like it.
I think so too.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I care.
Hey, look,
right now.
back. Yay. Sorry, man, I didn't see it till like 20 minutes ago that you messaged.
Blame it on Toledo like you always do.
Hey, you could have. You should have. I got the phone right next to me. If you didn't get a response, you could have texted too.
It's okay. I'm working.
Incidentally.
Got a little baby.
Yeah, he was crying.
Aww.
He's getting teeth.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So he's hard to go to bed because he cries all the time. But then once he goes to sleep, he stays asleep though.
That was awesome. That's why he's the best in the business. Oh, man. So what do you got to report other than teething issues, Scoot? Did you see Doctor Strange?
No.
Okay.
I heard it sucked, but I didn't see it.
I thought it was great.
Did it suck?
I heard it was good. I heard it was good, but I didn't see it though, so I'm just saying it was bad.
My coworker Harvey Wittenberg, the public address.
Oh, Harvey!
Exactly.
Geez,
I got a friend surely bigger than you.
Exactly. And
Name dropping.
Harvey is tiny. You know, he's the PA voice of the Blackhawks. Blackhawk goal scored by number 13. That's how he talks. Hey, Mom, Blackhawk goal scored. But he walks in today and he's like, hey, I saw that Doctor Strange. I took a date. And he's like,
oh, yeah.
Harvey's like 78 years old, literally. So I'm like, I go, what did your date think of the movie? And he goes, well, she stayed awake. I'm like, well, I guess that's good. But he was killing me. I'm like, oh, man.
Funny.
Yeah. Well, because they wanted to see The Accountant, the Ben Affleck spy movie. And it sold out. And he's like, let's go see Doctor Strange.
It sounds like Mark Waid.
Yeah, I went to see Doctor Strange. And I took Chip Zdarsky's Harvey Award with me. And if you know Twitter, then you get that joke.
Is Twitter? I don't know Twitter. Is that thing our president uses?
Everybody, something I think just because I'm on Twitter, everybody's now jumping off of Twitter. They don't like talking about me anymore.
That's cool. Do you believe in Sasquatch, Mr. Trump?
Sure, why not?
I heard there's orange ones out there, too.
Sasquatch is boring. He's terrible. Look at him.
He's overrated.
He's vastly overrated. I don't know.
And he voted for Hillary.
Probably.
Trump voted for Hillary?
Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch. Went to the voting booth in the woods.
I'd vote for a Squatch candidate. Squatch got in there.
Squatch, now more than ever.
Yeah.
Like that Simpsons where it's the Sopranos open, and Homer's driving and he's smoking the cigar and he drives by the billboard and it says Superintendent Chalmers, now more than ever. That's his election poster. Skinner.
You think Squatch could draw that black line to vote? You know, when you do the paper vote. Think he could?
I think it's all oral. All those in favor of Hillary
oral.
say aye. All those for Trump. There's a split in the Squatch family. And it's very surprising. Yeah, you see, even the women Squatches don't trust crooked Hillary. They're like me. I've split the vote in the Squatch community.
Now you get to do that Trump voice for 4 more years, Johnny.
Damn right. That's right. Get used to it. That's right. I've killed all the other puppets. I've deported your Zayas. I'm coming back, human. Yeah, go away. I just bought Ape City. I'm going to retool it into a casino. It's going to be unbelievable. You're going to love it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That would be his running platform. Squatch, hair all the way.
From hair to eternity.
Exactly.
It'd be cool to see a Squatch with the Trump hair. You know?
What are you talking? That's an orangutan, for God's
Meets
sake.
Dr. Zayas. Yeah.
Maybe one of the loyal listeners will draw that and put it on the I Like Pink site.
He would have that hair on his butt and his head. He would have it in 2 places. He would have a dovetail.
Oh, I could use the lobby card that Scoot drew for me in New York for today's episode.
Yeah.
Be good.
What is it again? Was it Mickey Mouse with the...
No, not that one. The other one.
Oh.
The one of Dr. Zayas and Trump.
Draw Mickey Mouse with it. Every time he came over there, he asked for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. With the large appendage. I did that on purpose to annoy you.
I thought you really liked
it.
I thought you really wanted it.
No. I'd say, like, can you draw Mickey Mouse for me with a huge...
We can make it happen, yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Because I was really tired in the morning anyway, so I was like, how you doing? It's like, this is Bill Cartwright.
Hey, how's it going?
I think you scared away some kids when you asked for that, Johnny.
Yeah, no, I was careful. I tried not to do it in front of children.
I like when you told the girl one time that your underwear were older than her.
Yeah, she really grossed out. That underwear older than you.
Pickup line.
In a way,
That's disgusting, Mo.
I thought that was cool.
I'm still wearing them. They won't come off.
Oh, I thought that was. I thought that was implied.
They come up, but you got to really yank them.
Exactly.
Like that. That's what they sound like.
Peel them off. Exactly. It's like somebody getting the hair removed in a nail place.
You guys talked about Survivor Series?
We did, actually.
Yeah, we're done. We're past that. Go back and listen to it.
It was an interview. We're still getting interviewed right now.
That's true. All right, so anyway. What are you feeling?
We on the Oh Yeah podcast yet?
Oh, totally.
We've been on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that happened about an hour ago.
Wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah.
All that Squatch talk is really what Word Balloon kind of feeds on. My Squatch contingent audience. Squatch Gazette.
Squatch. Man, I love Squatch. And that guy was so cool.
My buddy Justin. Yeah, I'll catch you up, Scoot. My buddy Justin is a Squatch believer, and he had already enraptured. He talked about the one time he saw a Squatch and the other times he's heard Squatches on his northern Minnesota farm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go visit him now?
He invited Artie up to the farm.
Yeah.
Squatch hunt.
Told me to come by. So I'd like to go, but I'm afraid. A little bit scared because I think he's going to come out and say hi.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to go so far. I might take Jimmy and a muscle with me, but I don't know if he wants to go.
I don't know.
He's got that van.
Yeah, he does.
I have breaking news.
Johnny. What's up?
Breaking news. Angela Bassett, the actress.
Yeah.
She's going to play Black Panther's mother.
Oh, that's good. That's good casting. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Stella got her groove back in Wakanda.
And, and she was What's Love Got to Do with It in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Tina.
And also, she's really good in that movie with De Niro and Brando and Ed Norton. The score.
Casino.
No, the score.
Wasn't she Wanda in the Hulk movie or one of those movies? No, the Green Lantern movie. She was the.
She's Waller. Yeah.
Wallace.
She's Waller in the Waller.
Waller, Amanda Waller, right?
Amanda Waller, the Wall. Yeah, but she's not. Yeah, but again, and don't get me wrong,
she's a
fantastic actress. But it's like, no, you Amanda Waller's a big woman. She's supposed to, it's like Jeopardy with Tom Hanks. Not a damn thing. What can a skinny girl do for you? Not a damn thing.
Yes, that's right, Doug.
That was awesome. My wife, she's a sturdy gal.
And he goes, Doug, you're all right.
That was so funny.
Show hasn't been funny for years, according to the president.
I watched the cold open, actually, before we started recording.
Wasn't he on it in the last year or so?
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought he hosted it, didn't he, or something? Or he was just on it?
It's totally unfair.
President.
Yep.
Did he host it, or was he just on there?
No, he hosted.
No, he hosted.
He hosted, just over a year ago, like September.
Yeah, there was complaints.
Right, they had to give equal time in a lot of states because all the Republican primary candidates complained.
Ben Carson?
I complained.
We got to get him on the show.
Ben Carson for it. I freaked out our morning show. I was doing my Bill Cosby for them. Now! And they laughed. They go, he does say now. I'm like, where do you think I got it, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, I had his albums. Of course he says now.
It's too soon, though.
We bring the car out into the front of the house, you see. Now!
Did they all get nervous?
They laughed.
Look at this guy's good.
Trial's coming up.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sure they keep.
Yeah, he did something.
Yeah, he did something.
I forget.
A few times.
Yeah, he likes it. That's why
Oh, man.
he enjoys doing that.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Hey, Johnny.
Very bad. Yes.
Have you seen the new Steven Seagal commercial? It's about a video game or an app or something like that.
No.
Oh, it's hysterical. You gotta watch it.
I will look for it. That's awesome. That's good to know. No, I haven't seen that at all. I used to like when Arnold would do the ones, join my team, be in my army, watch me blow things up, and then you're going to have to pay.
Now.
I forget what it was called. I look like a general.
In the App Store now.
Yeah, exactly. Download it from the App Store. Download it now. There's Android and Apple, and there's, but no, the Bluetooth, what is it called? I don't remember the third one. What was it called? It was Android, and it was Apple, and then it was the one that, the first one, the Blueberry, the Blackberry. Nobody has that anymore.
What's the name of the store again, Arnold?
Download it now. Download the app now.
That's right, the app. That's right.
Jesus.
Yeah, so Steven Seagal figured Arnold Schwarzenegger did one of those, so he did.
Download the app now. Okay.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Is that what he talks like?
No, well, he doesn't talk like that, but he did a commercial.
Me.
Download Steven Seagal's app now. You want to play a bigger level? Then you got to pay.
Steven Seagal here? How does he sound?
Yeah, all right, like right there. Doesn't he kind of have that kind of like...
He's large.
Yeah, but he does have that like little voice like... Yeah,
he's real quiet.
I'm going to hurt you in a lot of different ways. Okay.
I'm going to rip your spine out.
Here, I'll find...
Here.
I was going to say, I'll find out.
I think it's called War of Worlds or War of Ships or something like that.
I saw one with a bunch of battleships that looked really cool. I didn't see Steven Seagal on it, though.
It's called Yakuza.
You just screwed up my battleship, Download the app now. I like it.
I'm going to look for it for you.
What's it called again? I'll look Steven Seagal video or whatever, yeah. Let's see if it finds it first.
Steven Seagal commercial.
I got to get a bunch of people together in the Skokie Woods to do a Squatch video for the Guji Nana. Maybe that'll be the next video. to do one of those lineups where, you know how they look for a missing person and everybody walks in a row and single file, and then they all sweep across the forest. I want to do one of those videos for Squatch.
World of Warships?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Can you hear it?
Watch me, too.
You've come to be the next great action hero.
That's him.
But there's much to learn.
Ooh.
I'll teach you to be stronger and more powerful than you ever thought possible.
It looks like
Strength is not enough. Use your mind.
it looks like the Matrix.
Your enemy's strengths and his weaknesses. You will know your opponent's moves even before they do. Strategize and then strike.
See, that's his name. That's his name.
I don't know what
Download the app now. Rated G for everybody. That's why it's G. Everybody. Would you rate the E for everybody? Don't confuse me.
Hey, Larry, how come you're not doing one of those commercials?
Download the app now, Mo. Yeah. Yeah, why don't you get a little game? It's got little tugboats everywhere. It's got rowboats. Yeah. Instead of bombs, you kind of throw things at people.
You throw pies, maybe.
Download the app now.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Why don't you go watch that 9-part Stooges documentary? We'll get more Larry imitations.
What would Brainiac sound like if it was voiced by Larry?
I'm going to shrink Candor down to a very teeny tiny size and put it in a bottle, Mo. I don't like Superman. He's my brother. Yeah. Hey, Jor-El, you're my father. You created me to make Krypton even better. So I'm going to make it real tiny. Put it in my pocket. Right next to my spectacles.
Yeah.
Download the app now. I like that. I just want to have Schwartz there. Download the app now.
He says that, doesn't he?
No, but he should. He all he says is, join my army, and together we will strike.
No, he said in the latest commercial, says, in the App Store now.
Does he? That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, my God. I was watching an old Johnny Carson over the weekend, and Tony Randall was on, and I had totally forgot. He made a movie like Mad Mad World, and what was the one in the 80s with all the Lucille balls?
The Big Trailer.
No, the one where everyone's searching for money. Rat Race? Yeah, Rat Race, right? Wasn't that
Lucy in that?
No, but they had like 50 Lucy, I Love Lucy like imitators at one scene.
Oh.
And they all go wah together. Wah. Yeah, that was Rat Race. So John Lovitz was in that one. So in the set, I had totally forgotten, in the late 70s, Tony Randall made one, and it was called Scavenger Hunt. And at one point, he needs to get a medicine ball from a gym. So he goes into a gym, and Arnold, I love the gym. How you doing? And it's awesome. It's 1978 Arnold, so it's like heavy. Like, no, that's no problem. Why don't you come in? He's like, well, I just need a medicine ball. No, we don't do medicine here. All we do is we lift weights to make your body better. But it was awesome seeing Arnold, and it was totally like 1978, like Pumping Iron Arnold. Come on.
Yeah, I could too.
What are you waiting for?
Come with me if you want
Arnie.
to live.
Oh yeah.
Arnie, what do you think of the news of the new Han Solo film? They cast the Queen of Dragons in it as the female lead. I heard
The Queen of Dragons.
from the
Lucille
Game
Ball?
of Thrones.
Oh really? The
Yeah.
girl with the white hair?
Yeah, she's got black hair, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't watch the show, but I'm okay with that because we watched that the Apocalypse X-Men movie, and the redhead girl in there is from Game of Thrones. She plays Jean Grey's in there.
It's
Yeah.
funny. I don't watch Game of Thrones either, and there's a British spy show that I loved called MI5, and they made a movie of it after, like, it ended in like 2010, and a year or two ago they made a new movie of it, and the guy who plays Jon Snow is the field agent in the movie, and everyone's like, "That's Jon Snow," and I'm like, I had no idea. I just like the movie.
Yeah, that's how I find out when people are in Game of Thrones. When it's told to me, oh, that guy's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So Hodor, have no idea what that means. I'm very sorry that he died.
I will tell you if you would like.
That's all right. I don't care, Mo. Hey, Mo, Hodor just died. That sucks, Mo. Hey, I knew Jon Snow was going to come back.
Jon Snow.
I stuffed a turkey once, Mo.
I like Peter Dinklage as a king or whatever the hell he is in that thing.
Dinklage. He was in X-Men too.
Yes, he was. He's Trask.
That was a good one. I want to watch them all now.
Isn't he Trask? Yeah.
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 I think Trask was a different guy in one or the other movies.
Or no, Trask was, what's his face? His name Brian Cox. In the second movie, in X2, right? Isn't he Trask?
Is it different? That's what confused me in all those movies. It's different in every one.
Yeah, he's a different actor altogether. Like, they don't even look alike.
Yeah, they don't even try.
They just get this.
That's right. Danny Houston and Brian Cox were both Trask. That's right. I forgot about that.
Look at Brian Cox, and then who can we get that looks and sounds like Brian Cox? Peter Dinklage.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Perfect.
He's great.
We would have gotten Christopher Lee, but he's dead.
Oh, right.
True.
I didn't know that.
That's like Chucky and I were talking about Rogue One.
Chucky.
And he's like, yeah, I wonder how much Vader's going to be in there. And I'm like, I want to know if they're going to have, like they did at the end of Episode 3, they had somebody made up to look like Peter Cushing.
Yeah.
And I want there to be a General, what's his name? General what?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Tarkin, that's right. I thought
there's a guy in this movie that looks like him.
Yeah.
Like Tarkin?
Yeah. Could just
I hope
be
he's
me,
in there.
But that guy looks like Tarkin.
In Rogue One or in something else?
In Rogue One. If you look at the trailer, there's a guy that almost looks like him. He looks like a very young Ian McKellen.
Oh, that's interesting. I hope it is Tarkin because
it's going to be cool.
I love Peter Cushing. And I think,
why don't you marry him?
But Peter Cushing is dead. They should have got Peter Dinklage to play it.
Hey, Mom, Peter Dinklage is General Tarkin.
Dinklage.
I don't know anything about Star Wars, creephead.
See?
Great puff.
Porcupine.
Exactly.
I'll force you.
Exactly. That is what Mo would say. Hey, it's the Force, Mo. I'll force you.
Not so hard.
Oh, I hate him.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, he's there. He's there with Jar Jar. Oh, Misa Joe Dorita. Oh, not Joe Dorita. What's his name? Joe Besser.
Besser.
Oh, Misa, you suck, Joe.
Yaffle Daffle.
You suck, Joe.
It's pretty much true. Yapple Dapple, exactly.
That guy.
Hey, Genie. I'm going to eat a lot of cupcakes, Genie.
Yipple Dapple.
Oh, so bad. And again, Star Wars connection because Corey is Luke Skywalker.
Corey.
Mark Hamill plays in the cartoon Genie. He's the master. He's Corey.
Really?
Corey is, yeah. It's Mark Hamill.
I didn't know that.
It's like 4 years before Star Wars. Yeah, he was the voice.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I've told this before. I forget what podcast he was on, but he was telling the whole story about how he was so excited to work on a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and it was the #1 cartoon of the year, of the season.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh my God, this is going to be like the Flintstones. We're going to do a ton of these.
Mm-hmm.
And the producers are like, no, that's all. Just one season. And they just
there was only like 13 or something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, he was so bummed. He was like, oh, man.
You could do a voice for us, you know?
Hey, Genie!
There was Speed Buggy with the speech impediment.
No, that's the great Mel Blanc. No,
It's true.
The speed buggy. And, of course, Captain Caveman. Unga bunga.
Captain Caveman.
I totally forgot. I saw somebody put up a video. I think it was Comic Alliance put up a video about wacky racers and all the things you didn't know about wacky racers. And I had forgotten about the Caveman car, where the two guys used to beat each other with their clubs as they drove. And it pretty much is like the same design as Captain Caveman. But it just cracked me up because, they didn't talk. They just grunted at each other. They just slung each other with their big clubs.
And the Teen Angels.
Oh, I remember that. Well, that was the Captain Caveman girls. Yeah, exactly.
Man. Teen Angels, and then Penny from Plastic Man showed up a little later.
Oh, I didn't know that. Penny! I didn't know that.
Yeah. Plastic Man's girlfriend, Penny. She was a good one, too.
And
she was flying.
She was with Captain Caveman?
No, she was with Plastic Man. She had her own airlines, too, for a while. Hanna-Barbera had their own airlines for a while. Well, when you're a little kid.
Well, Jeannie was hot.
Good.
Little Jeannie
was
hot.
She was. She was younger, too, like a teenager.
Well, that was the thing, and that's why, she had a teenager master, and he had a teenager like Roger Healy.
It was like a prequel almost.
Yeah, kind of. Hi, Tony. Hey, can we go to the malt shop and get laid? Okay.
Is that where they went to do that?
No.
The malt shop?
They were like surfing. I know they were surfing, though.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Jeannie! Corey and whatever his name is. I forget. Henry. I think it was Henry and Corey.
Did Yaffle Daffle, did he grant wishes too?
Yeah, but he was like Aunt Clara on Bewitched, where his his magic always sucked. He was training under Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie, I'm gonna sit on you. I hope I don't crush you. Naboo.
God bless him.
Yeah, Apple.
He needs Jesus, guy.
No, he was a mean dude. He was kind of jerky.
Was he?
Well, I loved it because I interviewed him in the early '80s about the Stooges, and he's like, that was only a year or two of my career. I made so many movies. I worked with Abbott Costello. I worked with, I was on TV. Blah blah blah. Well before and well after the Stooges. And then when the Stooges got their Walk of Fame, he was the only one alive still. That was, and he's like, oh, I love the boys. Oh, it was so great. And it's like, hey, Jeannie, I'm full of it. So, yeah.
Yaffle Daffle.
Yaffle Daffle.
Taffy Apple.
Hey, Jeannie, download the app now.
I bet Squatch likes taffy apples.
Do you think he'd like caramel, or would it be too sweet?
It's man-made. You could probably tell.
Exactly.
It's not natural. We should put sugar cane on it, maybe.
Mom, I left these caramel apples out for Sasquatch. I hope he eats them.
Bobo would just leave stuff. He'd leave donuts.
Which one's Bobo?
Pig carcass. Bobo from that other one, the Finding Bigfoot show.
Oh, Bobo.
Yeah.
Was he one of the guys?
Yeah, the big guy.
I didn't watch, so I'll take your word for it. Is that the Dean Cain show, or is that not the Dean Cain?
No, the Dean Cain show was hurting real bad. But there was this one. There was the one where, remember when you had the interview passes to go see them?
Yes.
Those guys.
Yes.
Those were the guys. Yapple. Dapple. Mm-hmm.
Yapple Dapple. Then there was Muttley.
Love Muttley.
Muttley.
Big fan of Muttley's.
I never understood. Was he good? Was he bad? I didn't get it.
He was squeaky.
Yeah, because he did kind of like foil Dastardly's plans sometimes.
That damn dog. That's what he gets for letting a dog drive.
I liked him, but I liked the other one that was on Quick Draw McGraw, the dog. And every time he'd eat either a rutabaga or a flower. Yeah. And he'd like grab himself and like turn his back on you, but he'd like be holding his kind of hugging himself.
And he'd float.
Yep. He'd shoot up into the air and then he'd float back down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, that was good. Or Magilla Gorilla's ape.
No, that's the classic, exactly. That's one
Yeah, that reminds me of the old self-publishing days. You got to run to your room, hotel, or
You guys got to get
table.
you got to get DC to let you do a Peter Potamus.
Oh, that's my
book.
thing.
I know.
I already got it in there, pitched.
Peter Potamus.
Peter Potamus.
And so. Gee, Pete.
And Dan said, "All right, no one asked for that. When we get to it, it's yours." That's what he said.
Well, there you
Peter
go.
Potamus. I want so the monkey.
It's going to turn out Scott Snyder's got some epic Peter Potamus story that he's been done.
I got a story.
Listen, Scott Snyder. You know he's very very big. I gotta let him do Peter Potamus and so.
I did my own version with it's called Hammond Delafante, and it's the bear and an elephant that changes colors, and they ride around on a balloon and they look for the Gucci Nana. But the book is called the Gucci Nana Field Guide, so I already started thumbnailing and sketching it.
Hammond and Delafante.
Yeah, the Hammond is the bear and
Right.
Delafante is the elephant, but together they're called Hammond Delafante. It's like one name. Yeah, but the book is called Gucci Nana Field Guide.
I hear you.
Probably Gucci Nana Field Guide with Hammond Delafante.
It's kind of like your version of Arthur Conan Doyle's Challenger series.
A little bit, but it's my version of Peter Potamus.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's gonna be cool. I just gotta find time to do it. I'll probably do a series of one shots and release them digitally at first and see what happens. I got a lot lined up for digital publishing. I just have to do it. I got to clear some projects because it's eating me alive. No, it's good. Just keep me real busy. It's good stuff.
I tell you.
Yeah. I got more stuff, but we can't say right. Maybe by February the world will know what we're working on, I think. Got some cool stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
Are we done? No.
I think so.
Needs to know.
I think we're done.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we've moved to. I think we've come to a complete stop. Is there more? Have you got any more? I don't know.
I don't know. I colored like 3 pages since we've been doing this.
That's good.
It's good.
I was very pleased. I showed Artie my coloring of a scene from Avengers: Age of Ultron, the comic book.
It's true.
Where Cap is in the fetal position and his shield is broken. And
Yeah, he's crying.
Artie was very impressed with my coloring.
Mm-hmm. You did good.
Good. I felt good.
Mm-hmm.
Felt good.
It was good.
I gotta buy. Like I said, I gotta buy more crayons. What's that? Not Crayola brand that you told me again, Artie?
Rose Art is good too.
Rose Art.
Rose Art.
Rose Art. Excuse me. Oh, yes, I have seen them.
Yeah, they're not as good as Crayola, but some of the colors are softer, and you could get a brighter red.
Ooh.
They got they got a brighter. Some of the colors are brighter, but others are harder, and they have rocks in them. So sometimes you get. I don't know what it is with the wax.
The wax has rocks in it?
Yeah, like you get one with a little rock. I don't know. Like I came across it. But like some of the colors like are softer crayon than other colors. But maybe like the peach might be hard.
Okay.
And it might be harder to color. Or like a gray might be hard. But the reds and yellows and blues are real soft and they're fun to color as the colors are a little brighter. The blues are a little
hard
brighter.
And soft, are you saying texture, or are you actually saying the density of the color?
Yeah, the actual crayon.
Yeah.
It's like when you color it soft and it just goes on smooth. And the others are
okay. All right, so you are talking about texture. Okay.
Yeah, the density of the crayon. Yeah, like all like Crayola, they all kind of feel the same, but with the Rose Art ones, there's a little bit difference in color.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's just my experience.
Yeah.
But they're still good. Worth it. Yeah, they're worth it for like the 24 pack because you get the basic ones. Like Crayola's gonna be the best. Crayola's the best all around. But I like the Rose Art Red is good and the blue. Cerulean blue is good. And some of the browns. Or some of the browns might have been hard ones. A hard brown one. And then gray ones are a little hard. But some of the colors are good. Like the black is good. The red. Yeah.
All right.
It's a joy to color the Human Torch, you know. Pleasure. Take your time.
No, wait, I got to ask Franco because I did forget about this one matchup on Survivor Series last night.
You man.
Tell me about Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
Yakata.
I just sent you the link. You can watch the whole match.
Was it a good match?
Yeah, it takes like 5 minutes. You can watch the whole thing. I sent the
Yeah, I
link
saw it today,
Because
on the Skype.
Because what's his face? Gigantic Jeff was telling me that Goldberg was like in very good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
cool.
got hurt though. My buddy was telling me
From last night.
no, from a couple of nights ago when they did a thing on Raw, where he might have gotten hurt because
Before the match.
the match was like about 5 minutes long, and my buddy Jay knows all this stuff. He like
Sure.
reads all the stuff, and
Sure.
I don't know. I never know whether to believe him or not either. But
Just reading it right now.
yeah, but if you watch the match, like I think he tore something in his left shoulder or something like that. And if you watch, he hits Brock Lesnar with two right shoulder spears, and then jackhammers him, and that's it. It's over in like 5 minutes, and everybody was like shocked because the pay-per-view was slated to go to 11, and it ended at like 10:30. Yeah, because the match like ended real quick.
So you think he cut it short because he was hurt?
Which I don't know about because then he came out tonight and announced that he's going to be at he's going to be the first he's going to be at Royal Rumble.
When is Royal Rumble?
It's usually in December or January.
Okay.
So he's being received better this time. So I see the fans are cheering for him now.
Yeah, big time. If
the first time they didn't like
watch the whole match, it's literally like 5 minutes long. It's awesome.
Hilarious.
And my son and I were like busting out laughing. I couldn't believe that was the end of the match. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Goldberg came to the Score, the sports station I worked at in Chicago, a few times, and he was always really nice.
Yeah.
We all liked him a lot.
Yeah.
I like Sting.
I was never a fan of Sting.
Yeah, I like Sting too. I want to meet Goldberg. I was close to it once, where he was at one of the shows, but I couldn't get close. I was in the room, but I couldn't get near him.
We met Goldberg. We met Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We met DB.
Yeah, I met him. I got choked
at
by Jim Duggan.
C2E2 a year or two ago. Hacksaw.
It's all over the place, that guy.
Did you ever hear Kurt Wood's story about Hacksaw?
No.
He was a little kid, and he met Hacksaw, and Hacksaw always wears his blue shorts, his little blue shorts when he goes. And he was real happy to meet him, and he wanted to take a photo with him. So Hacksaw let little Kurt Wood hold the belt, and Hacksaw stood up next to him. And when Kurt looked over, he saw little Hacksaw peek out. One of his little downstairs tenants who rent the basement.
Ew.
You know, the guy who's got the bad haircut. He poked out and winked at Kurt.
Ew.
And Kurt said that in the photo. You see Kurt's got a real bad. His face looks like he just saw it, but
He's
it's not in the photo because it's cropped.
but you know it's there.
Kurt saw too much of Hacksaw.
Oh, he saw one of his nuggets.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, he saw the kiwi.
Ew. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So he saw the little 2x4?
Yeah, he came out there.
That's like my buddy Terry Boers, old sports writer and sportscaster. He met an old baseball player that was really like a big deal in the 40s and 50s, Frankie Frisch, and he was like a coach for one of the teams at the time. And he goes to shake his hand, and Frankie Frisch readjusts the tenants and then goes, "Hey, all right, let's shake hands now." Like totally grabs himself and rearranges. It's like, "All right, now I'll shake your hand," and he's like, "Ugh."
No, not now.
Exactly, but he had no choice.
You remember those guys we met them, the Impractical Joker guys?
Yeah.
Art?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They had a marathon on this weekend, and I was watching them, and those guys are messed up, man. They mess with each other real bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, there was one where they have the earpiece, and the other three guys would tell him what he's got to do, and he had to spit shake someone, which means like spit in his hand right before he goes to shake them. And the guy's like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Yeah. Yeah, they're funny.
Ugh.
They're funny, but to watch them, I can only watch them up until the commercial because
Yeah, it's like Jackass.
whatever they're on, the commercial's just too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I couldn't watch a full episode of Jackass. I'm like, all right, that's enough.
They're on the Netflix. I watch them on the Netflix.
The Impractical Jokers?
No, the Jackass.
Jackasses?
Yeah, I watch those guys.
And also, like, after they all start damaging themselves too much.
Oh, they're hurt bad.
Isn't Johnny Knox, like, not doing anything now because he's hurting so bad?
Probably.
He can't walk, yeah.
Wow, really? It's gotten that bad that now he can't walk anymore?
He has to, what I heard, that he has to use a cup. He has to do Tex Avery style.
Oh, I believe
That's what I heard. Yeah.
I believe that. No, I heard, well, it's like Evel Knievel. Like, hey, guess what? Your spleen's where your appendix should be.
Where your neck is.
Exactly.
He could use it for eating now, I guess. Just put it right in there and shoot.
They made enough money that it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, I heard his life story, Johnny Knoxville, and he saw some kind of stunt, and he had wife and 2 little kids, and he wanted to make a lot of money for them real quickly, and that's what happened. But I don't know what he's doing now. I forgot where I saw that. I saw it somewhere.
I thought he was maybe with a supermodel or something like that. Maybe not anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
Now that you can't poop right, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
Yeah. He's got to use it to help him along.
That's what happened to me. That's why I kept switching up. Started with Ivanka, or whatever her name is, Ivana. Then I got Marla maple syrup. And then
Ivanka and Diet Coke. Yeah.
Yep. And now I got Melania.
Melania and some club soda. Yeah, how about that?
Exactly. The Ava Gabor of First Ladies. Hello, darling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone's got her on their phone now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Man, her and Jackie O. Because back in the 70s, Penthouse published.
Didn't Jackie O just take like one, but it was candid, right?
It was candid, and also it's and it's probably her, but never confirmed. It's kind of like a squatch picture, and it really, in more ways than one, it's kind of like a squatch picture. But go on.
Yeah, but this one is her.
Yeah, there's no question, absolutely.
She's smiling and waving hi.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. God bless her.
Let me tell you, First Lady.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting spoiled now.
I know. There's a lot of jokes, but I'm not going to save them.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Anything else? Boy, we got Jim Duggins hanging out. Those Duggins out there.
His little tonsil pocket hanging out.
Tonsil pocket.
I like that he's a kiwi.
I know, it's shaking. It's a kiwi.
One of the kiwis.
Key pocket kiwi. Ooh. Yeah. Hung on. Hit Kurt in the shoulder.
Dunn's going to slap us off for talking the way we're talking right now.
Nah, she's laughing right now. She said, oh, God, press pause. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys got to look at that Squatch video I put up. Let me know what you think.
After I watch Brock Lesnar and Goldberg.
Yeah. The Squatch video is only like a minute and a half. It's pretty good. It won't take up a lot of time. Yeah.
And then I'm going to watch Eddie Grant singing Romancing the Stone.
Out in the street, in the south side of town.
Or the dark side, or what's he say?
I think it is the dark side of town.
Yeah, that's scary.
Oh, we go on through. Oh,
no. Is that him grunting?
I think that's the song. Oh, no.
Oh.
Exactly. It sounds like Eddie Grant recorded that part while he was a little indigestion.
Well, thanks for following the podcast.
That's true.
We're here live every Tuesday. If you want to come by.
Oh, yeah, every Tuesday.
We'll be at Dick's Last Resort next week.
I like that place. Good Mai Tais over there.
Yeah. They make you wear a hat every time you go in there.
Follow us when you see us.
I like the pink very much, the Lois.
Yeah, I like pink very much.
Oh, no!
See us. Don't forget to go to allyacomics.com and wordballoon.com for all your podcast and comic needs.
It's true.
Or the app. It's $1.99. It's yours for life.
From the App Store.
Download the app now. I like Pink very much in the app now.
Like Pink very much, Lois. Follow us when you see us. Superpowers out Wednesday. Okay, bye-bye.
There you go, Art and Franco. I hope you enjoyed today's combination podcast and Word Balloon episode. It is brought to you by InStock Trades at InStockTrades.com, where there are great deals happening now on a lot of Art and Franco product. Let me rattle off some more for you. Man, I'm telling you, I always appreciate their spin on the various comic book properties that they work on, and of course their original stuff too. Don't forget their Comics trade paperbacks are very reasonable, 45% off, just $7.14. You can get Grimace Island, another Art Baltazar creation. Also, I believe, let me just confirm. Indeed, 45% off, $7.14 for Grimace Island. We mentioned that in the interview. So lots of really neat stuff from Art and Franco waiting for you at InStockTrades.com. Also, you can get things like the Tiny Titans trade paperbacks, Return to the Treehouse and Welcome to the Treehouse. Those are both $7.14. And do yourself a favor, get some Itty Bitty Hellboy. Their first trade paperback is only $5.49. So there's lots of great product waiting for you with Art and Franco's name on it at InStockTrades.com. Thanks again for listening today. More great stuff coming up in December. And, man, I am just bustling. As you are listening to this, I am likely doing 2 interviews on this Wednesday. So, great product is coming up. And also, I kind of screwed up. I left 2 interviews Thanksgiving weekend at work and wasn't able to get them back in time for the end of November. But good news is they'll be on in December and a whole lot more. There's going to be a lot of programming for you in December. I'm pretty happy about that. So I will be along for this holiday season at full tilt. And I know every now and then I promise that and don't deliver. Well, good news is there is plenty of product and an interview to get out there for your entertainment, and I want to do it this month. So you're going to be hearing a lot of interesting people in the days ahead as we close out 2016. A year of hell. It's almost over, and if there's any comfort, you will get it at this corner in Word Balloon. So look forward to talking to you later on in the week and in the month. Have a good one. Until next time, Word Balloon is a copyright feature of Shaky Productions, copyright 2016.